Shalom everyone. This is part 2 of, what am I going to call this? Courage to move on. Courage for the new year. The video stopped accidentally or on purpose, or somehow it stopped. I don't know why. And so this is part 2. I'm going to start at the beginning of the paragraph I was in so that we can keep the context of what was being said. Okay, you see, Yahweh's presence assures us that whatever the outcome of our crisis, everything's going to be all right as long as we have Him. There is an account in the Gospel of Mark, the 4th chapter, where Yeshua says to His disciples, "Let us pass over unto the other side." And their attempt to move from shore to shore, from one destination to another destination, they were faced with a storm. Yeshua was in the back of the boat, asleep, non-responsive. Isn't that when most of us question the presence of Yahweh, when He's non-responsive? When we go long periods and there's no word from the Lord, no affirming sign of His involvement in our lives? That's when we tend to forget His word. Let us pass over unto the other side. It was that word that the disciples should have held on to when they faced the storm. Instead, like many of us, they forgot the word and focused on the storm and questioned the care and concern of our Savior. Don't you care about us? If you care, why are you still sleeping? Why are you so non-responsive to my predicament? I'm about to go under and you're taking a nap during the most crucial moment of my life. Doesn't that scenario sound familiar? Yes, we often rehearse those same words when placed in similar situations. But He does care. The storms come to build faith, trust, courage, and other virtues. The storm doesn't come because Yahweh is trying to discover something about you, or because He wants to know if you're going to be faithful to Him. He already knows that. He's omniscient. No, the storms come and are sometimes sent by Him to develop qualities in us which apart from the storm would lie dormant, and to reveal something about us to us. And one of the things we discover immediately when faced with a trial is how we tend to forget a preceding word from the Lord. No sooner than Yahweh tells us something, the crisis comes and we forget what He said. Someone wrote, "I never learned to trust until I learned to pray. Nor did I learn to fully trust till sorrows came my way. Until I felt my weakness, His strength I never knew, nor dreamed till I was stricken that He could see me through. When deepest drinks of sorrow, drinks deepest too of grace. He sends the storm so He Himself can be our hiding place. His heart that seeks our highest good knows well when things annoy. We would not long for heaven if earth held only joy." There's an old Christian song that says, "God is bigger than all my problems, bigger than all my fears. God is bigger than any mountain that I can or cannot see. God is bigger than all my questions, bigger than anything. God is bigger than any mountain that I can or cannot see." When you have Yeshua in the back of the boat, or the assurance of His presence, you can take confidence that He's going to fulfill all of His promises to you. There hath not failed one word of all His good promise, which He promised by the hand of Moses His servant. Solomon reminded the covenant people, "Faithful is He that called you, who will also do it." Paul said, what will He do? He will perform or complete what He started. He will hasten His word and fulfill His promise. He will perform His good pleasure, and when He does it, it will be marvelous in the eyes of others. You can put that in the bank. Yeshua's checks are always good. But God also has a reservoir of provisions to help us accomplish our assignments: grace, strength, mercy, love, power, courage, and wisdom, to name a few. One of my favorite songs is, "He gives more grace when the burden gets greater. He sends more strength when the labors increase. To added affliction, He adds His mercy. To multiply trials, He multiplies peace. His love has no limit. His grace has no measure. His power no boundaries known unto men. For out of His infinite riches and Yeshua, Jesus, He gives and gives and gives again." I hope this little lesson will help you in your quest and quest for courage, Devorah. Know that I am continuously praying for you in this regard and for the salvation of your family, committed to His service. Wasn't that a beautiful, encouraging letter? I'm so glad I found it. I hope that it does something for you. Pick me up and help me to remind me that the Lord is with me. Yeshua is with me. And that He has not forsaken me. And I have a lot to look forward to. We have a lot to look forward to. Because we are being restored as a people. And the scattered tribes across the world are wakening up, are awakening to who they are. And that is exciting. And to know that we are living in these days to see the fulfillment of the restoration of Israel. We may even be alive to see the return of the Lord if we don't get taken out of the way. So there's a lot to look forward to. And I'm not forsaken. His promises are not have not failed me. He has not failed me. He has not failed you. So I hope that you can hold on this last little bit until the fulfillment of everything that He has promised you comes to pass. And I believe that a lot of that will be taking place very shortly. So we all have a lot to look forward to, and we need courage to hold on and to not deny His name in the meantime, but to hold on. So until we speak again, Shalom, family.